Hey guys, it's Michelle Patterson here with Angel Souls, and this is your weekly Angel Oracle card reading for the week beginning, I believe it's June 27th, 2016. I meant to check the calendar before I came all the way out here and I forgot to do that. So I'm filming this from Black Forest, just north of Colorado Springs. And I'm gonna see how many of these videos, I'm gonna try to do the August videos out here as well. It's just so beautiful, but there was a pretty major forest fire here apparently. I'm not sure when, but people keep talking about it, and I do see a lot of the burn area. I'm not in one of the burn areas, but if you could just flow some love to nature out here, that would be really great. So, and we'll see how long I can be out here. Right now the weather is nice, but we have thunderstorms rolling in, so I'm just trying to so some of the August monthlies might be a little abbreviated. We're gonna do what we can. All right, so for this week, I'm going to be using the Angel Chatter Archangel Oracle deck by Christine Alexandria, and of course pulling a color card from the Secret Language of Color Oracle deck by Anna Segal. And if you would like a personal reading with me, go to my website, angelsouls444.com, the services tab. As soon as you make your purchase, you're going to be led back to my website. You must go to, or if you're not, for whatever reason, led back to my website, go there anyway and go to the thank you tab and fill out the submission form with all the information that is required there. Reason being, I now go by my list of submission forms. So if you didn't submit one, I could overlook you. Okay, that hasn't happened yet, but I don't want that to happen. Okay, so just make sure you're filling that out. Okay, if you'd like to support me on Patreon, I'll leave that information down below. This is going to be kind of a long intro, guys. Just be patient with me here because I have some things to announce. First off, Gumroad, I am now using that instead of Vimeo. So far, so good. We'll see how that goes. But it seems to be working pretty well for people. I have the July Ascension readings up there. If you're still interested in the June, what were those? Oh, now I'm forgetting what June was, what the theme was. But the June extra readings are still on Vimeo. Yeah, I'm just sort of transitioning over. But the July Ascension readings are there. The course on how to perceive your angels is there. Now, that's not a mediumship course. It's just, for anybody who wants to perceive their angels. That's what that course is for. And I just put up my take on how to read angel oracle cards. So that's over on Gumroad as well. All the links will be down below. Now, the other announcement, we're getting through it, guys. I'm sorry. The other announcement here is the Worldwide Meditation. Now, it's going to be on July 2nd, 2016. It would be 8 a.m. Pacific time, 9 a.m. Mountain time, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern. So you should be able to calculate what your local time is based on that. It's really important that we all do it together. Again, try to get as many people on board as possible. The whole idea is that we, put our collective energies together, okay? And if you happen to be sleeping during that time, just say a prayer before you go to sleep and ask that, maybe even in your dream state at that moment, your love, just send your intention out at that moment, or ask them to flow the love at the same time we are all meditating. I'm sure we can do it some way. They're kind of telling me that that would work as long as you're setting your intention before you go to sleep, while you're sleeping. That love can go on out. Now, I'm going to be doing it I'm going to be doing it live on Facebook. And I'm just going to wing it. I'm not going to write out a meditation. I'm just going to go with it and see what happens. So it might be lightly guided. Now, if you're not on Facebook, a lot of people have been saying that it's okay. You don't have to join me live. Just make sure you're making note of your local time, the date, and make sure you're meditating at that time. Okay, I think I covered everything on that. I'm also hoping, the reason why I wanted to film out here is because it's beautiful, number one. And two, there are so many butterflies out here. So maybe we will be really, really blessed and some butterflies will be coming through here, right? But right now I just hear bugs. What you gonna do? It's nature. Okay, now I have nowhere to put anything. I feel like I'm camping, which is essentially what I'm doing. I'm just hoping that I don't get kicked off this. I'm not that far from the trail, but you're not supposed to be off the trail. So I'm just looking around. All right, let's get to it. If you could all just take a nice deep breath with me. Let me just do Doreen Virtue's trick of that, because I don't have a candle. Normally I would wave it over some white light, but I don't have that here. All right, let's focus in. It can be a good week, but not a good week in the way you're thinking. See, when we, think of a good week, we're like, oh, that means I'm going to get lots of money. Or, oh, there's a butterfly. Oh, it's off camera. Come over here. Anyway, they're gorgeous here. Anyway, sorry, got distracted. But it's a good kind of week in that it's more on a spiritual level. Like, it's more realization. It's, figuring out this earth plane game kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's changing your perspective. Those are bigger blessings than we realize, but we don't typically appreciate it. You know what I mean? So let me get some more cards here. Oops, there's one. And two more. Hello. Ooh, okay. Need that one. And we're going to have an extra card this week. It's getting wild. You'll hear planes in the background too. Okay, bugs. No. We're not doing that. Okay. Sorry, guys. It's going to be real rough and raw this week, and for all of the August ones as well. Okay. So the first, now they're saying to complete out, give more examples of how you would say it would be a good week and how. So like maybe you're like, oh, I really want to hear from somebody. And maybe it's somebody that you're in love with, but they're not in love with you. That's not what we're talking about, okay? Remember, or like a job or something. I mean, it could be. I'm not trying to be like, hey, you're not going to get what you want this week. Maybe you will, but there's something more profound going on, okay? They're wanting me to really clarify that. So here we go. The first card we have is Archangel Michael, Angelic Power. Feel your own angelic being coming alive. So that higher version of you, let's see, am I going to be okay with these cards? I don't know how well you're going to be able to see the cards, but we're going to do what we can. Okay, so this is you tuning in to that higher being part of you, that fifth dimensional part of you. That's what's awakening. That's what's coming to life for you. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's going to be a good week, but it's more like spiritually profound than anything else. Okay, so there is that. Again, sorry guys, I'm going to keep it, like I said, real casual here. I can't control the sun. So let's see. Let me turn down my phone too, just in case. All right, just gonna, okay, you can kind of see it. It's not great, but you can it's probably better than having my big full-blown lights reflecting off. Okay, next card we have is Archangel Shamael, Music. Bring music into your life and truly listen. So this feels like, you can also work with Sandalphon. Sandalphon's also known as the Angel of Music, but this Shamael card, they're saying don't limit the archangels. Okay, so there are far more archangels than most of us realize. And, it gets a little complicated, but you can always just say, Archangels of Love and Light, will you please come in? Please guide me to music that would really soothe me right now. Music is very powerful. It has a frequency, right? So make sure you're using that this week. Yeah, it's more about attunement. And yeah, because we said you're going to get in touch with that sort of fifth dimensional part of you, and that can feel very uplifting and very empowering and really wonderful and just amazing, but it's still a shift. So be careful what you're listening to. Now, for some of you out there, I don't mean to be down on like heavy metal or anything. Everybody's allowed to do whatever they want, okay? But like, if you're listening to that kind of music, I would even take it even further. Watch what you're watching. I mean, I know I feel kind of different after watching an episode of, Orange is the New Black, as opposed to another TV show. Like, there can be a heaviness there. So just be careful of what you're listening to. Maybe even employ a little bit of sound healing this week, just to help you kind of do that adjustment. Okay. Now, the next is Archangel Ariel. So I think of Ariel as being Ariel. I'm not sure if that was the author's intention, but that's kind of what triggered in my head. And definitely Ariel is around us. Where are we? We are in the woods. So, and I'm hoping I can get some of that beautiful blue sky in the background. There's nothing like a Colorado sky here. I'm telling you, it's just amazing. Anyway, the card is Trust. Trust that all is well. Open your heart to receive this inner knowing. Look at this. It's all about the inner knowing. It's about that higher self. And you might even want to commune with nature this week, okay? Because they're saying what will happen in your mundane life, in your day-to-day life. Things might start shifting, moving, rumbling. Oh my goodness, the way I had things kind of set up, it's not working anymore. Well, yeah, it's not gonna, you know what I mean? So, I would just say, Say it again, please. I'm getting the face tinglies. Hold on. It's all going through every which way. Okay. Okay, thank you. So they wanted me to clarify. Sorry, I have to catch it to give it to you. So what they're saying basically is, as things start changing and shifting in your world, don't let it upset you. And you might see people get even more sort of rambunctious and almost, sorry you guys, I know that's so rude to touch my face and like wiggle my nose and everything in front of you, but I got the face tinglies. Yeah, so you might be tempted to engage people. And I know that was definitely happening for me. What was that, last week? I mean, it was like a whole bunch of misunderstandings going around on social media, and like it started getting aggravating for me because I got tired of explaining myself constantly and people jumping to conclusions about what I'm feeling and pitying me. I didn't put things out there for people to pity me. So there was all this like sort of distorted energy everywhere. Now this is the week they're saying, let that calm down a little bit. Again, let people do what they're going to do. The higher in frequency that you come into, the more others who are not in that frequency are going to start just trying to get you. You know what I mean? Like trying to aggravate you or acting up and so on and so forth. So just kind of come back, trust that everything is working out the way it needs to. And that also includes if something is going out of your life right now. Okay? I witnessed that. You love that? I witnessed that already just coming into this week, and I feel like it's going to happen even more next week. The things that we're asking for and to be in alignment with what our true heart's desire is, it might mean that certain things have to leave to clear the path, or it might mean that in order for you to be in the right frequency, other things have to shift and change so you come into that perfect alignment so you can go after, or not even go after, I keep saying that, and that's not actually accurate. That's just human language, I suppose, so that you can be in alignment with the thing that you want. Now here we go. The next card, I love it. The next card is Archangel Jophiel. Radiance. Place your hands over your solar plexus. Feel your inner radiance. Jophiel is about seeing beauty and seeing the beauty of you, the beauty of your situation. Again, even if it's not exactly what you wanted, try to see and breathe the beauty of everything that's going on and see it. Trust the universe a little bit more. That's what that one trust card was saying. You got to trust the universe. And again, we're not saying it's going to be easy. We're not saying that you are going to very easily be able to get your self-esteem going. Because, again, when things are rumbling and rambling on in your life, it can feel like it's a runaway train. But see the beauty even in that. Even in your discomfort, see the beauty in the situation and what's going on for you. And the final card we have before we go on to the color card is Archangel Uriel, Detox. It is time to detox your your mind, body, and soul. And that's not just like, okay, you can physically detox. You can detox by coming into nature. But what this is really talking about is detoxing your emotion. Sorry guys, I had to edit that. I'm going to edit that out. The plane was going, it was like really loud and kind of distracting. So it's passing over now. It's going that way. So let's get back into what we were talking about. Archangel Uriel, let me read it again. It is time to detox your mind, body, and soul. So we were saying about detoxifying your emotions, but detoxify the old way of thinking. Okay, detoxify that. Get out of your conditioning. Part of, what was getting me, and just being very honest and sharing with you, what was getting me so aggravated last week was just witnessing so many people still being in their conditioned thinking. Okay, their conditioned responses when they see something, you know what I mean? And sometimes you're putting this sort of this pitying energy behind something, and that does no good. And that might not have even been that person's intention, right? But we're so conditioned to, come on over here, baby. Just a little, did you see it? I don't know if he went behind me. There's a butterfly who was floating right around over here. But anyway, come out of that now. That's what you're detoxifying from. Really start, instead of giving an automatic response because you think that that's the right way to respond to something, really stop and think. Is that what this person is saying? Is that really what needs to be done right now? Tune into their energy before you react to something. Okay? Now, getting on to the color card. Let's see what we have here. Ooh. Just dropped them all over. That's all I need for all my cards to go flying every which way. All right. So let's get the card for June 27th. There it is already. Coral, allow flow and synchronicity into your life. The number is 18. Remember, we were saying, you got to learn how to kind of play this earth plane game, and that doesn't mean getting on Wall Street and making a ton of money. No, that's not the game. I'm using the game kind of very loosely. No, this is about tapping into your own power. It's about saying, let go of all that stuff that keeps getting in your way. Let go of all these preconceived notions about, oh, well, when somebody's going through this is the right thing to say. No, stop. Again, tune into that situation, that particular situation, tune into that energy. And like the card says, let flow and synchronicity into your life. It's time to unlock the codes, guys. It's time to unlock your potentials. And you're going to be seeing evidence of this week. Now, I can't say it enough. It may not be easy. Depends on you. Depends on your perspective. Depends on if you like to feel sorry for yourself, right? It just depends on what your perspective is, okay? So, but this has the potential to be a very eye-opening kind of week, energetically opening. And it's a beautiful time. And it might be a really beautiful time of creativity as well. So, there it is. Again, this is going to be real rough. I don't even know if the sound is working, but we're going to put it up anyway. No matter what happened, we're going to put it up. All right, guys. So there it is. Have a beautiful week. And of course, I'm sending you so much love. Take care.